Hello folks, an exciting day today because do you remember a few weeks ago I took my Royal Enfield Interceptor 650 down to TwinThing Customs in or near Portsmouth way for some work to be done. Well, I'm glad to say that work is now completed. Given I'd given Luke as long as he wanted to do it, he's been very rapid. It's been about 3 weeks I think since I took the bike down, so that's great news. Anyway, I'm in the car now obviously. I've got the trailer on the back, you can't see it but it's on there. Heading down Portsmouth way, as I say, should be there in a couple of hours to pick the bike up. So we'll get down there, take a look at the work that Luke has done, and then give the bike a try. So stick around, stay tuned, let's check out the new Enfield. Hey kids, it's Mr. Fly here, hope you're well. Welcome back to the channel, and yeah, so I say my new Royal Enfield, it is of course the bike that I've owned now for 6 years, and I bought it with the specific intention of getting it customised. And so spent quite a bit of money doing that. It's had a checkered history, you know, it's been quite a wallet emptying episode, as sort of infamously the bike has attracted quite a lot of attention because of that, but it's my bike, my money, I can do what I like with it. Anyway, I think now the bike is what I would call finished. Is a custom bike ever finished? I don't know, but I can't think of anything else that I need doing to the bike, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what Luke has done, and then we'll take it for a ride and see if I can think of anything else that I want doing, but I don't think so. I think it might finally be finished. I will have the custom bike that I always wanted, and hopefully she'll be a keeper forever. Right, I'll speak to you in a couple of hours. Right, I've made it down to Portsmouth. The sun's gone in, so I've changed my glasses. I've managed to actually turn my vehicle around in this little yard here. No mean feat with the small trailer. Anyway, let's go and see how the bike's got on. Ooh, bikes. Hello! Oh, look at that! Ta-da! Looking good. Nice to meet you. Oh, we've met before, haven't we? Yeah, we have. But, yeah. So I can't remember your name. Tim. Tim. Yeah. How am I to tell the difference between you and Luke then? Is there a
good-looking guy? What the hell?
Good-looking guy. Excellent. So last time we came, Tim, I had a chat to Luke. Yeah. I think probably in there doing some. What's he doing? Sanding or something.
Preparing a frame, yeah.
So how's it been on the bike then? What's been done? Can you talk me through it?
Yeah. So you've had the handlebars changed over.
Hey Luke.
Taken off the risers that were on there.
Yeah.
Luke's done all the electrical work, which was a bit of a pig.
Yep.
But we got there in the end.
Yeah, it did not help by the fact that I didn't know how the controls worked.
It didn't, no, but we had a nice little chat.
Yeah,
got you enjoying a beer, sir.
I tell you, that looks fantastic. That is so much tidier, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks much better, I think.
That is so much nicer,
really
isn't it?
cool. I think you'll like the stance as well, Andy.
Yeah, shall I have a sit on it? Can I get you to aim that at me vaguely while I get on it?
Yep, no worries.
I love the look of the engine as well, that black
out looks really nice.
Oh, yeah, that is good. Oh, that is fantastic.
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's cool. It's cool. Nice. You'll find it a lot easier to ride, I would say.
That feels a lot more comfortable, a lot more upright. I like that.
It's got a lot more of a sort of scrambler feel, so they're wider, so you can get a bit more control of the bike.
Dare I even take it off road? I wonder.
Take it off road, Andy.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. Real, and the side stands all shortened. That's nice. Looks good.
Yeah.
Lengthened.
Oh, lengthened was it? Oh, a bit went in. That's right. To get
yeah.
the heel.
We had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good, I think.
You took off your high heel.
This looks great.
Yeah, it's a really nice finish, the Cerakote. Works really well on the engine, so
and
yeah, looks very cool.
Fuel, oil resistant, so it's a really nice paint to use on engines.
Oh, great. Because I don't know what's on this pipe, for example, but there's some mark on the other side. I don't know if it's oil or whatever, or is it cold? Actually, might have cleaned it off. Oh, it's gone now. So whatever the coating was.
We did give it a little wipe down.
Oh, you give it a nice clean. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, she looks fantastic.
Yeah, she looks really good. I think it's given a really nice stance with the handlebar change.
It's really cleaned it up, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Just getting rid of those risers.
Yeah, I've never seen those before.
Nuts. And it means that the main wiring coming out of there is hidden, basically, isn't it?
And it was also strange you had the an earth going directly onto the handlebars there.
Really?
I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, because the way these work is by literally one wire that will feed through. You've got and an earth to it as well. But for some reason,
I'll take the camera off again. Sure. Yeah, carry on. Yeah, carry on.
For some reason, they had put the earth onto the handlebars, which is a really weird.
Little bolt.
Yeah.
How
weird
odd.
place to put
So
it.
you got it a little bit more nice and tidy now. So.
No, that looks fantastic. Good. Thank you, gents.
No worries.
That is brilliant. Right, all for me to do now is take her for a ride then.
Yeah, absolutely.
That ain't going anywhere. Let's get her home so we can take her for a ride. Right, so wind on an hour or so and I'm back home, got the bike unloaded. I'm out on the local back lanes giving her a go, and I have to tell you, I'm absolutely delighted with how this bike has turned out. Not only does it now look absolutely cracking, I'll take some photographs in a minute and I'll sort of mix them into the videos I'm talking about the looks, but she rides fantastically well as well. Such a comfortable riding position now. Not that it was particularly uncomfortable before, but you were a little bit leant forward. Whereas now I'm sat completely upright, really wide arms. It's possibly one of the most comfortable riding positions I've ever ridden a bike on. It's fantastic. Dare I mention my bad shoulder? It's absolutely brilliant on my shoulder. I love it. These bars look fantastic here in front of you as well. It's just so clean now, the top of this yoke. It just looks like a scrambler should look. Uh-oh, car coming. That's annoying. Listen to this thing. So huge thanks to Tim and Luke for all the effort they put into making this bike literally the bike of my dreams. This is the custom bike I wanted at the outset. Okay, it's been a long road, an expensive road, and a lot of trouble getting here, but it is an absolutely perfect bike now. I mean, that engine Cerakoting, I didn't think it'd make that much difference, you know. It's just a bit of black paint at the end of the day, okay, albeit specialist paint and expensive paint. Apparently it's something like £400 a litre, but anyway, it's perfect for engines, and it just looks, with that blacked out engine, it just looks perfect on this bike. It just makes it look like it was meant to be. These handlebars, as I mentioned, now so clean and tidy compared to how they were. I've got a picture somewhere of them in the garage before I had them tied up. I'll try and mix that in so you can see how cluttered it was with cable work and stuff. Now, by getting rid of the bar risers that were unnecessary that were on here but were there because of the flat bars, it means a lot of the cable work has disappeared effectively, and it just looks so much neater and tidier. I was wondering about getting these dials replaced with something smaller, but actually they look fantastic on these bars. It looks great. And then of course the other thing, I had that ridiculous side stand on here that had like a boot on the bottom of it, and having now had that stand extended, it just finishes off what looks like a proper custom scrambler to me. I'm absolutely thrilled with it. Rides really well, I have to say. I mean, these Interceptors have always been a great ride as far as I'm concerned. A 650cc engine with around about 50 brake horsepower is all you need for back lane riding, isn't it? And that's pretty much all I do anyway. So this is the perfect bike for me. Shame it's not a bit sunnier so I could get some brighter photographs, but beggars can't be choosers. At least it's not raining. But I've got a massive ear-to-ear grin on. Flipping brilliant, this. Now, it wasn't too many months ago, maybe 6 months ago, when I was trying to thin my bike collection out. I was wondering what bikes I would sell, which bikes would go and which would stay. I did mention I was thinking of selling the Interceptor, but I changed my mind and then decided I'd try and fix the things about the bike that I didn't like, which is hence why it went off to TwinThing Customs down near Portsmouth. And I'm so glad I didn't sell it when I had that little wobble, because the sort of blood, sweat and tears that has gone into this, I know it's not me that's done the work, but believe me, I've had more than my fair share of hassle with this bike and grief. It's all been worth it now, because this bike is exactly as I wanted it, and I ain't ever going to sell it, because this bike is right up my street now. I'm looking forward to many years and many miles of fun on this classic retro scrambler. As you can tell, very chuffed with her. Right, I need to go and find somewhere to take some photographs for the thumbnail. Alright folks, I've stopped here. Maybe not the most sensible place to stop because I'm just by Checkers here, so I might get my collar rubbed. But anyway, look at this beautiful tree here. I thought I'd just show you around the bike, but using my phone, so you don't get all the sort of funny effects that you get on a GoPro. So here we go, check this out, look. There's that lovely Cerakoted engine, completely blacked out, looking absolutely lovely. Now look at that bike from the side. Doesn't that look neat and tidy now? I just love the sort of stance of that front end on it. Just think they've done a top job. Come around here and again, just sort of concentrating on those top bars there, how neat and tidy they look. Coming around this side, look at that, absolutely gorgeous. And I think the best view of this bike, and many bikes this type actually, is from directly behind. Look at that, how neat does that look, how cool does that look with those bar end mirrors as well. Absolutely lovely. And thanks to the 2 exhaust pipes, looks exactly the same from this side. Oh, and there's that side stand now, properly elongated without the club foot that it used to have. She looks absolutely beautiful, doesn't she? Well, I think she does. That, to my mind, is what a scrambler motorcycle should look like a proper bike. And also in that paint scheme, the green and gold, classic British bike. Okay, made in India, but you know what I mean. Of course, when you take the engine out of the bike, as they did on this to get it Cerakoted, that means you have to remove all the oil and fluids and stuff. So the bike's also effectively out of service. Got new oil anyway. Oh, hello, here we go. White van stops play as ever. So yeah, so she's had an oil change. So do I note that in the logbook as a service? Not too sure. What do you think? Does that count as a service? I don't do many miles on this bike each year. 400 or 500, something like that. What would you do? Perhaps I'll just note it in the logbook as an oil change. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, come on, white van. I know you're keeping the British economy alive, but you do stop me fun. This is such good fun now. Loving it. So this bike now, pure, simple motorcycling pleasure. No riding modes, no traction control, no anti-wheelie, no great horsepower numbers. You might think I'm being hypocritical with somebody that owns a Ducati Streetfighter V4 with all those things plus much more. Don't get me wrong, I do love modern bikes, I love sports bikes, I love all bikes, and I'm not a technology Luddite, I love technology too, but every now and then it's just nice to get back to basics, isn't it? And that's what this sort of bike is all about, back to basics motorcycle riding, just for the pure pleasure of it. This bike, simple though it is, has pleasure and fun and character in spades. Love it. So there we have it, my Interceptor Custom is back in the stable. Shame we're sort of coming to the end of the riding season a little bit here in Blighty now, as it's now October and we're well into autumn. Hopefully we'll get some bright sunny days through the winter, and I'm going to thoroughly enjoy riding this around the lane to Buckinghamshire and beyond. Do let me know what you think in the comments below, be kind, and look forward to speaking to you again soon. Until then, this has been the Mr. Fly. Cheerio. These are the sort of roads that this bike is made for. The roads that you wouldn't dare take another bike down. The sort with grass growing up the middle. Brilliant. Who doesn't love a scrambler?